Hey you guys, it's your girl Aquila coming straight at you from Diva-Villege. My mind, my thoughts. Tonight's topic is, how do you know if you're in an abusive relationship? If you think that you may be in an abusive relationship or know someone that's in an abusive relationship, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And that number is 1-800-799-7233. Again, that's the National Domestic Violence Hotline. The number is 800-799-7233. You know, it's hard for a person to talk about something that they've never experienced before. Like people writing books on how to raise kids and they've never had kids before. The reason why this topic tonight means so much to me is because I am a survivor of physical and mental abuse. Physical and mental abuse pretty much are the same thing. One you can touch, one that you feel. This was before I met my husband, and I was into a very toxic relationship. With this relationship, I've been beat on, I've been spit at, I've had my hair pulled out, I've been talked about like a dog. You think of it, I've been through it. It almost caused me to lose out on the relationship with my husband because of what I dealt with. It was hard at first to accept him and to let myself let go of everything that I've been through. But what I did, I explained to him what I went through and how hard it was on me. And what we did together, little by little, we worked through it to make it work out. That's why my husband and I have been together for all these many years. And I advise, you guys, if you've been through something like that and you want to have a normal life, talk to somebody about it. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't make it look like you've done something wrong, because it's not you. It's nothing wrong that you've done. Some people, they just need people like me and you to make them feel good about themselves.
All right. So we're going to talk about physical and mental abuse in a relationship, right? So what do you think is some of the telltale signs of a abusive relationship?
Okay. One of the signs in an abusive relationship is, and an abuse can go for male or female. Okay. One of the telltale signs is they always have to be right. You know, people that say it's my way or the highway. So now when you're not doing what they want you to do, now they become abusive. They want to start screaming at you. They want to start trying to antagonize you. They want to intimidate you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if they say, what movie you want to go see? Something as simple as a movie. Mm-hmm. And you say, let's go see Tyler Perry. I don't want to go see Tyler Perry. And then they start out with all this negative stuff about Tyler Perry, about why they don't want to see it. But the question was, what do you want to see? And you tell them, but they don't want to see that because that's not what they want to hear or what they want to see.
So anything in a relationship is always what they want to do.
Exactly. So what you tend to do to avoid an argument or to avoid the mental from becoming physical, you just back up like this and you give it whatever you want to go see. And then even though you give in, then they'll go, you sure? It's okay? Come on, stop playing.
So this is just constant mental, the person is scared to speak up in a relationship? It's
not that they are afraid to speak up. It's that they feel that whatever they say means absolutely nothing.
But is that fear?
Yeah, it's fear.
All right.
Yeah, because they feel, okay, if I don't agree with this person, what are going to be the repercussions? Sometimes they make you feel as though you're a little child. So like with a kid, if I don't do what mommy and daddy say, I'm going to get a pow-pow. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes a situation like that. So you have to watch what you say, watch what you do, because it always has to be what that person wants to do.
Right. Okay.
Another thing they do is they like to blame you for everything. I don't care what happened. You could have been asleep and the house caught on fire. but it was your fault.
Right.
How did I start the fire? And I was asleep.
Right.
They're never wrong. So before they'll be wrong, they're going to blame you. And they blame you so much because it's like if you hear something over and over and over and over and over, sometimes you start to believe, well, hell, maybe I did do it. But you know you didn't do it. But this person just blames you for everything. Constantly hammering, you did this, you did this, you did this.
So, I mean, maybe they come home from work, they had a bad day. Usually they want to put something on somebody else. It could be the male or the female, right?
But why?
I don't know.
I mean, okay, you had a bad day, I had a bad day. So I come in and I find something to relax myself, just to calm down. So, I mean, maybe...
They'll find anything like...
Right, maybe...
Your shoes is in the wrong place, your socks is on the floor.
Exactly.
Or with the woman,
you know what I'm saying?
You didn't cook anything, you didn't...
It's always something. Anything that happens, it's going to be the blame game. But it's not going to be that person that's blaming you. It's always you. It's something that you did.
Right.
Never them. It's you. They like to put you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go get your hair cut, and you know your hair is like, oh my God, your hair is looking so good. And you get all these compliments and stuff on your hair, or the way that you're dressed, you get all these compliments and stuff.
Right.
But then when you get to your husband or your wife or your significant other, your hair is a mess. Why your hair is like that? And why do you have on this outfit? And you look fat, and you look this.
Right.
Why do that to a person?
That's control, right?
But
abusive,
it's mental
control.
abuse, because you're breaking down that person's self-esteem. So now they feel, well, you know what? No matter how I dress, I'm not going to look good. No matter how I do my hair, I'm not going to look good. And that's a bad way to be, because again, that person can't think for themselves. Why? Because they are a little child again. Because somebody has made you feel that no matter what you do, you're wrong.
Right. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, if you feel that person is controlling you, and they're always coming down on you, you got to figure out a way to get out of that situation.
Yeah,
right?
you do. I mean,
but I mean, it's years. Some people in a relationship for years that is like that.
That is true. Now, in my case, when I decided that I'm not going to deal with this anymore, the relationship was over.
Right.
Once I started to fight back, once I started to become physical myself, the relationship was over.
What's your relationship before we was together? Let's make sure. Let's keep that clear.
It wasn't you. You already know that it wasn't you.
That's just what everybody knows.
Right. It wasn't you.
Right. So
but
I mean, you fought back. Like, what did you do? You just took a stand and stopped.
Right.
What?
I mean, once I started to raise my hand, I started to hit back. Then it was over.
Started to change.
Because you know what? Because a person like that is like a bully.
Right.
And a bully doesn't like to be bullied. So what do? They move on to their next victim.
Okay, so when you start to fight back,
it was
physically or mentally?
Both. Yeah.
So you stopped taking the verbal abuse?
Right. I mean, listen, all those little crazy thoughts that was going on in my head, I had to get them out. Because you know what? Sometimes your worst enemy is yourself. It's what's going on here that messes you up. So you sitting around and you're thinking about all of this right here, and it messes you up. So what I had to do was raise the rent in my head and evict everybody. That's what I had to do.
So I'm just saying, like, all right, so in the relationship, he was like a bully to you.
Yes.
So he didn't basically let you do anything, say anything. It's
like if it was a conversation going on, he has to be right. He has to be right. If I was sitting around talking to a group of friends, and he would walk up, it would be a problem. To the point where my friends would get up and walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's a bullying situation. Okay, so let's take a step back from what I said, putting you down.
Right.
So when my daughter was a baby, she couldn't have been no more than maybe 10, 11 months old. So they were giving her the immunizations, and with the immunizations, her temperature went up to like 104, 105. I was giving her the Tylenol and stuff, but the temperature still went up.
That's bad.
Anyway, she had a seizure behind it, so I ended up taking her to the hospital and everything, right? So when I took her to the hospital, my family was there and everything, and they were trying to help me out and all this, that, and the other. And in the process of them helping me out, it was only so much they could do because she kept crying because she wanted her mother. I could understand that. So because of that, her temperature kept going up. So I had to stay there with her. I slept on cots and stuff in the hospital. I was there for a week. But I got stuff like, look at you, you've been laying in here all this time.
This was from the guy you were seeing before.
Right.
Right. So what he said?
Look at you, you've been laying in here, you dirty, you ain't had a bath, you know what I'm saying? You didn't brush your teeth. Here my daughter is here, she's sick.
Right.
She's in the hospital. But I'm being badgered about my hygiene instead of, well, how is she?
Right.
What happened? Those are the type of things right there that are mental abuse. And that doesn't go away.
Right.
That stays in here for a long time.
So I'm saying, like, when he came to the hospital, he didn't, like, say anything nice? Or he wasn't concerned?
No, it was just how I was looking and what I was looking like. And yeah, I looked a mess, but my daughter was in the hospital, my baby. She's like 9 or 10 months old. What am I supposed to do?
True.
And I don't want to dwell on that because, but another sign of that you're in an abusive relationship, when they want to control who your friends are, who you can be with, whether it's friends or family.
Right.
They try to alienate you from these people. They tell you stuff like, that ain't really your friend. This person talk behind your back. This person do this. Why would you tell a person that? Or like with your family, or your family, they don't care about you. The only person that care about you is me. How do you know how my family feels?
True.
You
I
know?
mean, I've seen it where, like, guys try to keep them from their family. Like, all of a sudden, they're not around anymore. They just with this guy. It's like they put them in a little cage or something like that.
It's like with Bobby Christina and that fool, what's his name? Nick, whatever his name is, right? Like with him, he alienated her from her friends and her family.
Yeah.
So she thought her family was really against her when they weren't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that she didn't live long enough to figure out what was going on or to see this to the end.
Right.
But he beat her.
Right. It was
constantly.
But she was. According to the movie, she's pretty.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm just talking about
Right. But I'm just going on the movie. Like, she was pretty verbally abusive to him. Seemed like, and he was physically abusive to her. Like she was opinionated. Yeah, but
she did not verbally abuse him.
Okay.
She was opinionated.
I don't know for sure, but it seems to me it kind of seems like women are more mental and men are more physical.
It's abusive. A difference when you are voicing your opinion and when you're putting somebody down.
Right.
That's a big difference. Right. Just because you voice your opinion does not make you an abuser. It's just saying that you have an opinion and you expressing your opinion. To me, the mental is when you constantly kicking a person when they're down, constantly putting that person down. That's mental abuse right there.
Right.
So if she says to him, "Where you was at? Where you been? You been with this girl?" She may be nagging him, but that's not abuse.
Right.
She's not telling him
abuse. Like he's fat, he's too skinny.
Right. Or constantly throwing in his face. If I didn't have no money, you wouldn't have it. That's abuse.
Right.
You don't have anything. I'm the one that got everything. You know what I'm saying?
Get out my house.
Right. If you don't do what I say, I'm not gonna give you money.
Right.
That's
give
abuse.
Me the keys back to the car, or
that's abuse.
Get out of my house. That's mental abuse.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's women that's physically abusive.
Right. But what? I've
had a friend when I was coming up. His girl stabbed him like 3 times. He had like 4 kids by her.
Listen.
So it can go both ways.
A lot of time, it does go both ways, but a lot of time it's not what you say to a person, it's how you say it. You can tell me I'm fat, I don't care, but it's how you tell me I'm fat. Like, God, how fat you is. God, why you gotta say it like that?
But from a man's point of view, like if he lives with a woman and she tell him to get out, that's one of the the main factors with men. There's always, that's mental abuse.
It is mental abuse,
Mm-hmm.
but as a man, what are you going to do?
Be a man.
Right.
Get my own crib.
Right. Because I tell people, in quickness, if you have your own,
You ain't gotta worry about
right,
that. Right?
God bless the child that has his own.
Exactly.
Self-expression. They don't want you to express yourself. They don't want you to have no idea. Say you come in and you excited.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess what? I got a promotion on my job. Oh, okay, that means now you got to do more work.
Right.
Listen,
So
why
jealous.
you can't just be happy that I got a promotion? Right.
Jealous of your success.
Right. So a lot of times what people do, they act like they're happy for you, but they're not. So they're constantly saying like little negative things just to like egg you on, to make you think that what you did is wrong.
Right. Well, I know. Like, say for instance, a lot of women, if they lose weight, and their partner, they're down them, say, "Oh, you lost too much weight." They try to
Exactly.
down you and try to get you out of your healthy regimen. And stuff. I mean, different things like that. Or like, say for instance, you like at your job, you get a promotion.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, "You don't need that job. That promotion ain't shit," And then they'll get you to like, mess up at the job or something like that.
Because they'll start. Okay, it's like now you got a promotion. Say you got to put in more hours.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't working. You with some guy. You doing this.
Right.
Now, all in your head, you all messed up. So then you running home from work because if I don't be home by a certain time, he gonna think that I'm with somebody else, or she gonna think that I'm with somebody else. Stop it. That's abuse. That's abuse. Let me see. They like to compare you to other men or other women. You know what I'm saying? You trying to lose weight. You trying to get yourself looking right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you see how nice she look. You know what I'm saying? She got a flat stomach. She got abs. You see the muscles in her legs.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear that?
Yeah.
Here I am. I'm trying my best to get myself together.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of you appreciating me for what I've done,
Right.
you want to kick me in the back by telling me how somebody else is looking better.
Yeah.
Now, I got to work twice as hard. Now, here I am now, looking like a freaking crackhead.
Yeah,
and now,
that's
I look like a
pressure.
crackhead. Now what? God, look at all that weight you lost. You look all funny.
Either
This
way,
person,
they
right? So
complain.
it's like either way, I lose.
Yeah, that's abusive because your mind is all mixed up. They'll see guys on TV and be like, he has abs or something like that. So why you don't have? But I mean, most of them people like that too. They're not doing nothing too spectacular either. So
no. It's a shame. Jealous. Okay.
Right.
Now, you can tell because they become jealous of you, and then they become abusive too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whenever you around people and say everybody's laughing and joking and talking to you, now they want to come in the middle, and maybe they want to start embarrassing you, screaming at you, talking loud.
Well, screaming in public, yeah, I've seen guys scream at their girls in public. That's not cool. That's a down. Yeah, that
It's
can
embarrassing.
break somebody. Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I've been in situations where, well, this was way back, that I would be sitting outside talking to my friends, and when my friends would see this person come, everybody would like disperse and just leave. Like, where you guys going? Nah, because if we're here when this person gets here, you know what's gonna happen.
So they jealous of your friends. They don't want nobody around your friends.
Exactly. They want to keep you like just to themselves. They don't want you to talk to nobody. They don't want you to see nobody. You put to have blind, just put to walk like this, And then I think it is too because they know with your family and friends, they're on the outside looking in, so they can see exactly what's going on. And the person who's in this situation, sometimes they can't see it as quick as the ones that's in the back.
Right.
So now they don't want the ones in the back to come and tell you exactly what's going on and mess up their whole thing.
But I mean, that's love too. Like sometimes when you're in love, you're not thinking straight.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of times when you're in love, you're not thinking straight.
Love is blind. You're absolutely
right. So you may
right.
put up with an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Someone beating on you.
And it's sad because in a situation like that where you're in love, or you think that you're in love, infatuation or whatever you want to call it, in a situation like that, the way they get you with that is you know I love you, but you keep doing this right here, and it makes me mad.
Right.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Give me a break, why don't you? You know what I'm saying? And it's like they want to intimidate you. You know what I'm saying? You don't speak to me like that. You don't do this. You don't do that. I'm sorry. I forgot that I was an adult. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if they feel that if you go against them, now they have to become physical by they have to like
threats.
They have to blow their chest up and everything. Then they start to threaten you. Then they want to push you and shove you and stuff. Is all that necessary? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, so now you want to talk loud now. So now you want to act like you want to. Come on.
But it always sounds like that's the male, but it's women that's just as aggressive.
There are abusive males and abusive females. It's not just one. It's not just one. But one thing that I will tell you through all of this right here, it will destroy you as a person. It would have you second guessing yourself, where it's hard for you to go on and live a normal life, because the physical becomes mental, because you sit there and you think about what happened, and the more and more you think about it, the crazier you get. And then you want to get up and you want to leave, but then what do they tell you? Nobody's gonna want you, or your family don't care. So you stay there because you feel that you have nowhere else to go. I'm here to tell you, there are other options. There is a way out. You do not have to become a victim or a statistic to your situation. Okay, you guys, so we're coming to the end of this, but I need you to do 3 things for me. 1, leave comments below. Good, bad, or indifferent, leave comments below. 2, I need for you to subscribe to the channel. And 3, every Sunday night at 8 p.m., tune in to Diva-Villege so that you can watch me, so that you can see what's going on in my head.